I'm usually not good at these, all right? These try not to laugh challenges, and especially anything with Joe Rogan, because he interviews a lot of different guests and some of them are hilarious, okay? But I'm gonna try to think positive, and it's gonna be kind of tough because I love to laugh as well. So, you know, if I fail, I fail. I'll still continue the video, but I'm gonna try to make it through the entire video without laughing. Today we're checking out Joe Rogan Experience, Try Not to Laugh, Part 1. Do me a big favor and like the video if you like this type of content. Let's go.
They're plain peanuts.
Oh, I never told you the end of that.
Oh, sorry.
So, no, I took that bag of mushrooms to that party,
right?
And a bunch of people ate them who'd never had them before.
Uh-oh.
And then we played a game of hide and go seek, right? I was like,
oh, no.
Oh, dude.
You hide in another dimension.
I was like, I'll count. You guys go hide, right?
Oh, no.
And I never went to fucking look for them. That was the end of that, bro. I never seen one dude, this boy Timothy, I never seen that dude again.
All I do is I watch the news once every 2 weeks. I'm like, mask or no mask? Still mask? All right, mask. That's all I give a fuck about. I don't care.
But even they say you shouldn't wear a mask unless you're treating a coronavirus patient. The World Health Organization.
Yeah, but they didn't say that initially. They didn't say it initially.
No, they didn't.
They did, and then it gradually, and then wait, and then everybody wore the fucking masks. This is like rollerblading. Everybody fucking rollerbladed, and then there was that one fucking homophobic joke, and then everybody acted like they never did it. And then 100 million fucking rollerblades got thrown into the fucking ocean. We all wore masks, and then all of a sudden, people are fucking sitting there. What? You don't have the body type for it, dude. Your fucking knuckles would scrape on the ground, even with that extra 2 inches.
Play this, because 24 things nobody is better at than Trump.
Nobody can do it like me. Nobody. Nobody can do it like me. Honestly.
Nobody's stronger than me.
Nobody has better toys than I do.
There's nobody bigger or better at the military than I am.
Nobody loves the Bible more than I do. Nobody builds walls better than me. Nobody's better to people with disabilities than me. Nobody's fighting for the veterans like I'm fighting for the veterans.
There's nobody that's done so much for equality as I have.
There's nobody more pro-Israel than I am. There's nobody more conservative than me.
There is nobody that respects women more than I do.
Oh, really?
Nobody would be tougher on ISIS
had I
than
known.
Donald Trump.
Nobody's ever had crowds like Trump has had.
There's nobody that understands.
He's in Australia?
Yeah, he's in Australia on tour right now. And he goes, yeah, I mean, this is this morning. He goes, yeah, man, got a koala come to the hotel. And I went, oh, shit, man, those things have chlamydia, so make sure you wash your hands. And he goes, shit, I have some things, too. He better wash his hands. It's just like, all right, dude. All right, man. He's so stupid. He's so fucking. He said he better wash his hands.
Oh, my God, that's funny.
But it's legit a koala's coming over to this fucking hotel. That's so Theo.
Wings must be done with blue cheese?
Blue cheese, yeah, like the way they invented in Buffalo, New York. If you're going to do something original, do it original. You're going to show up with that ranch that smells like somebody's ass. You ever smell fucking ranch?
They're saying that ranch is starting to replace ketchup.
Yeah, that's good. If you're a fucking hillbilly and you want to taste the ass in your mouth all fucking day. I hate that fucking ranch shit. Don't put it close to me. Don't put it around me. It's either blue cheese with wings or go fuck your mother. That's the next shirt, all right, please.
Listen, ranch is awesome. I don't care what anybody says. Blue cheese tastes like straight poison. It's disgusting.
Yeah, fuck it. You're going to give me a fucking ranch.
It's like, we should do a flamethrower. So we...
Does anybody tell you no? Does anybody go, Elon, maybe for yourself, but selling a flamethrower, the liabilities, all the people you're selling this device to, what kind of unhinged people are going to be buying a flamethrower in the first place? Do we really want to connect ourselves to all these potential arsonists?
Yeah, it's a terrible idea. Terrible. Shouldn't buy one. I said don't buy this flamethrower. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. That's what I said. But still, people bought it.
Yeah,
there's nothing I could do to stop them.
If you build it, they will come.
I said don't buy it. It's a bad idea.
How many did you make?
It's dangerous.
Great question.
It's wrong. Don't buy it. And still, people bought it. I just couldn't stop them.
How many did you make?
20,000.
And they're all gone.
In 4 days? But it sold out in 4 days.
To a lot of guys, like if you had to choose between being blind or having your dick break, where your dick can never get it up again?
Oh, no question.
What would you say?
Give me the fucking stick and the dog. Give me the Stevie Wonder glasses.
And on the way home, we got on the bus. And while we were waiting there, my stomach started hurting. And I said, Jesus Christ, I don't know if I'm going to shit myself or fart, but let me just take a chance.
Good move.
And I blew this fart, Joe Rogan. That was so bad. Right? We were on a bus, and people started running, you know, the school buses? People started running to the windows, right? To swing down the bus windows. But here's where it gets better. I farted again. And the teachers were going, oh my God, he's changing flavors. But the worst thing was the cheerleaders were crying. That's how bad it smelled. They were sitting in front of the bus going,
Wait a minute, he's changing flavors.
One of the teachers yelled out, oh my God, he's changing flavors. That's how bad these farts were.
Dude, I talked to your buddy Eddie Bravo, and that guy is a real.
He's out there.
He's like a deaf Jack Russell almost, you know?
A deaf Jack Russell?
Yeah, because once he gets going, you can't.
Oh, Jack Russell Terrier?
Yeah. You ever been around one of those dogs? You open the car, and then the next thing you know, they're at the. Yeah. They're like sick, yeah.
But how's he deaf?
I know what he was saying for a second.
Because you can't get him back. Like, once he goes, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't get him back in the car. Like, you're sitting there honking the horn. You can't. That guy's out there. You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about, but I've never heard anybody make a description like that. A deaf Jack Russell Terrier.
My father's friend, he was sleeping. His wife said, you have to go to the dentist. I said, why? He goes, your breath is so out of control. And they've been married for 25 years. So he goes, Jesus, all right. So check this out. So apparently he had an abscess, a sac of bacteria in the back of his mouth. Well, when they, I guess, took the tooth out of the filling out.
I'm really screaming, shit. I don't like hearing these type of stories. They kind of kill me.
And they popped by accident the sac. The nurse threw up. And the fucking dentist walked into the room at that moment and pulled his mask off and threw the fuck up as well. No, yes. No way. It was a double vomit fest.
Can you imagine?
And that's so bad. Yeah.
So did she puke on him or what?
Did she get it? She didn't puke on him. She just puked. Went. Did they pop the sack? She went. And the dentist walked in and went. He had his mask on. He went. He got his mask off just barely in time. Went like that.
Oh,
it was
my
that
God.
bad. Yeah.
Oh my.
That bad. Not a good
That's
situation.
so crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I never have the balls to tell someone their breath stinks.
I don't
though.
either.
I
tell girl, if you work with them, you have. If you work with them, you have to.
I tell my brother that all the time.
Tell friends,
If you
and
work
I
with
would
them, you
want
have
them to tell me. Like, if your breath stinks, I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you. And I would want you to tell me.
That's one cool thing about black people. They'll tell you if your breath stinks. They will tell you.
It's great timing.
Black people have no problem with that.
I watched Flavor Flav on
I have no
Love of
balls.
Rock or some
I'm
shit.
a fucking pussy. I
Right.
once got head from a girl that she would come over and give me a massage. She wasn't very good looking, but she was down to give a massage. And by the time you're done with the massage, you know she's gonna get to. She wanted to give me oral pleasure long time ago. Long time, but she used her teeth.
Oh boy.
And I didn't have the fucking courage to tell her that. I'm like, she thought
terrible.
I was enjoying it, but I was like, ow, fuck. She's going, oh my God. She's looking at me, winking at me and shit, and she's scraping her teeth.
Such a good guy.
Scraping it.
You're a great guy, 'cause you don't
And
want to hurt
every
feelings.
time she came over, here we go. I'm trying to survive.
You like grabbing stuff, you know?
I'm
Hands
such
on
a
the blankets and couch.
You got to learn the art of being able to say something to someone. Like, I believe you can say anything to someone if you know the right way to say it. Okay. And I used to put up with that same thing, you know, we've all been there, fellas, and you don't want to say anything because you don't want to offend her and you don't want her to stop because you're just happy to be there. But, you know, once you hit a certain age and then you get a certain understanding, you know, you realize you can say it a certain type of way, like, hey, I'm in pain, you know, you're killing me here. You know, I'm just joking. But there's a right way to say it, and when you hit a certain age, you shouldn't put up with that.
Pussy.
You was just trying to survive.
Oh my God. So good. Crazy picture. You in your underwear with a tiger on a chain. That is one of the.
That's the
that
champ
is
right
like,
there.
That's you at peak crazy.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah.
Tom, what was going through my mind? I don't know what made me think about. My friend said, Mike, you can get some awesome animals. And I'm thinking, really? Are you serious?
I still remember my mother taking me into a restaurant bathroom and holding me in a, what's that when they
Headlock?
The
Guillotine?
other one, guillotine.
And she's punching you?
shooting me. No.
She shot you up?
Yeah.
With what?
Penicillin.
Oh my God!
Because when I was a kid, I was so sickly.
She got you in a headlock and shot you up.
Listen to me.
Where'd the needle go?
Listen to me.
On top of his head?
Cuban.
Listen, when I was a kid, I was terrified of needles, and I think my mother told me that I broke the doctor's nose. Until I was like, I had to be like 7, okay, and it took a bunch of men to hold me down, and I ended up breaking the doctor's nose because they would hold me down to give me a shot. Now I still don't like needles, but you really the nurses can't tell. But the whole time I have anxiety like crazy, but I have to man up about it. Still don't like needles, but when I was a kid, I was petrified of always going to the doctor because I was wondering if I was going to get a shot or a blood test or something like that. And I was always anxious every time I had a doctor's appointment. I was like, yes, it's just a checkup,
I had a Cuban doctor, Dr. Orlando Del Valle. He made house calls, okay? He came over. He would come into the room, and this is very funny because I'm going to tell you how fucking hysterical heretics is. Hereditary shit is crazy. Your kids get what you got. Now, he would come over. Now, Dr. Del Valle did a bump from time to time. Now, this is I'm talking about 1968, 69. Please, this goes on. Him when he come over, I lived on 205 West 88th Street. He'd bring the little thing, and him and my mom would talk, and my stepdad, and then somebody else would be there, like a chick that would help my mom. And sure enough, he would come over, put the thermometer in my ass, and then look at me and say, Jose Antonio, we have to give you a needle. And I go, give me 5 minutes, let me think about it. And my mom would go, what's going on? He has to think about it. I swear to God, you don't take that needle, I'll fucking kill you. So then they would go in the fucking parlor to put on Cuban music, and I would like put cartoons on. Like it was inevitable. And then he would have like 2 drinks.
Like, how old are you during this time?
I'm 5, 6. He would have 2 drinks, then he'd come back in. He goes, Antonio, you ready yet? And I'm like, I'm not ready. So for years, they called me, me va a doler. That means it's going to hurt. They would have to hold me down and give me a shot. So then my stepfather, mom, the babysitter, and my mom would be like, I'll fucking knock you out. Stop crying, you fuck. Be a man. I'd be, oh, it's gonna hurt.
And then it merged into Chip, who my girlfriend hated so much. And Chip became the fucking, because Chip would embarrass people. I did that literally before I ever thought of doing it on the radio. I would be out with girlfriends and embarrass them by doing that. Like I would just be making bad jokes in the cab, and my girlfriend, Jen, and even girlfriend before her would just go, "Just shut the fuck up. It's not funny." And it made me so happy. And this is what would drive Jen crazy. We'd be in like a really nice steakhouse.
His laugh almost makes you want to laugh.
And the waiter would come over, and she would order like the salmon, and then Chip just goes, "How much is that?" And would ask the waiter, and she was like, "Do you know how humiliating it is that people think I fucked that guy? People think I'm fucking this guy."
No shoes and a fucking and I get they go through your property, when they process you into jail, and so they pull out a bag of cocaine and they re-arrest me at the jail.
Oh my God!
So I'm in so I'm in there for like 3 days or something, and it's on the news, and then the apartment building's fucking over me, even though I rented 4 apartments in the building.
Why did you rent 4?
Because one was a skate park. One was
skate park. It's 2 ways.
Steve-O is a wild boy.
It can hit you. I do it on basketball, and sometimes in basketball, it's like someone will throw you a pass, and while it's in the air, you go, okay, what are my options here when this ball gets to me? I got him cutting. I could pass to him. I could shoot. I could pass it back. And it's like, all right, I'm ready. I think I'm ready. And then the ball comes to you. At other times, that ball just hits you in the face.
Almost got me there.
Oh, sorry,
It's
guys.
so
Everyone's like, why are you
true.
playing high?
It's so true.
Yeah.
I tell a bit on stage. I said something about a big dick black man that can't read. They puts it down. They have all the women.
I can't read. They put it down.
My first kid's father couldn't read. When they ain't got no side teeth and they can't read, they got the best sex because they practice all the time. Black men who can't read don't have sex like black men who got a 9-to-5 who can read. The sex is totally different.
Because they're not tired.
Because they practice. All they do is practice on women. I mean, my husband got to go to work, Joe. He ain't got time to be flipping me over, slapping me across the head.
Female logic.
He ain't got time for all that ghetto love.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
He ain't got time for all that ghetto love. We'll go to the ghetto and buy the weed out of where I live at. They would go over to the ghetto. So I said, Juma, how much weed you buy? 1.5 grams. What the hell is that? I don't know. And I called the police on him. I used to do. I did. I called the police on him to shake him up, right? And
you called the police on him?
Yeah, but I said, hey, we black, so leave your guns in the car. So come over here and shake my son up. The police get over there. The police and Junebug's son go to school together. This motherfucker come over there and start crying. We love you, Junebug. I said, I didn't call you for to fucking cry. Now we all crying. We all was crying. So that didn't help. But eventually, I think he gonna stop smoking now.
He's gonna stop or start?
I think he stopped. I ran off all his friends. I told it, I said, look, your white son just lost his only black friend. I'm gonna fuck your white baby up. Bring him back over here with the weed.
From the koala bear story to the flamethrower, this was pretty tough, okay? Especially, again, as someone who loves to laugh. And then I seen Bill Burr in this one, and I'm like, oh man, I'm not gonna make it. Bill Burr is in my top 5 comedians. And I think that he is also just as funny off camera as he is on stage. So when he does interviews, he's just a naturally funny guy, and I love his style of comedy. I love the way he does his deliveries. So that was tough. And yeah, the kind-hearted Elon Musk that didn't want anybody to buy these flamethrowers, right? But sold 40 or 60,000 of them, and they sold out. I thought that was hilarious. That was a great question from Joe Rogan, who I have as one of my favorite interviewers as well. I love the way he interviews, and right up there with Larry King. These are my favorites, like Larry King, DJ Vlad, Brian Gumble. What's the guy that does the Tonight Show? I'm drawing a blank here. You guys will fill me in the comment section. Who else? Great interviewers. You know, I'm speaking extemporaneously, so sometimes I can't think of things on the spot. But overall, I love his style of interviewing. And he has great guests. And this was funny. Apparently there's a whole lot of moments that are just hard not to laugh at on Joe Rogan, even from people who are not comedians. Because Elon Musk, I wouldn't particularly call him funny, or even that he has like a lot of charm or charisma, but when you get that timing right, that was just funny. But I think the setup was Joe asking him how many he sold, and then it was I thought he was going to say something like 2,000-3,000 or something like that, like it was a specialty thing. I didn't think it was going to be that many, but the fact that he was even selling these things is crazy anyway. I mean, just nobody should have a flamethrower in their home unless we expect like a zombie apocalypse or something. Okay, it's the only thing I could think that. I can only think that's the only reason why they would be good for it. I don't know if we even have that many people qualified to even have that. I mean, somebody can burn down a rainforest with those things, but that's me sounding like an old man and I'm ranting. This was funny. I didn't get to laugh at it. I think I made it. If you guys enjoyed it, do me a big favor and like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you can stay up to date whenever I post. Leave a comment of what I should check out next. Appreciate you guys. Peace.